All right, I wanted to make a quick review on these NUOBELL dumbbells. So I've owned these dumbbells now for almost 2 years and probably a little over a year and a half now. I've got 2 of the 80-pound adjustable dumbbells and the new wall stand right here as well to put them on. The stand, if I'm standing up, is right about, I would say, a little bit above my knees down here. It's perfect for slightly bending over to grab these. I'm 6 foot tall, so just for reference, I do have to bend over a little bit to grab these and pull them out, but it's way easier than grabbing something off the floor. When I first bought these, I did not have the stand, I just had it on the floor. And when you're getting up in the heavier weights, close to the 80 pounds, it is nice and convenient sometimes to have them on the stand, and in my opinion, it makes the gym look a little nicer as well. So, these are my favorite adjustable dumbbells I've ever used because of how they look. First of all, they look great. They look like normal dumbbells, but they function like normal dumbbells too. I grew up with the old-fashioned power blocks, the adjustable dumbbells, and those things are just so big, deep, and bulky. Your hand is inside of them. It's in a cage. It doesn't allow you as many movements as you can with a normal style dumbbell like this. And I just like how clean this is. I like this way better than the Bowflex style ones because no matter what weight you choose, the entire theme comes out of the raft. Whereas with this one, if I put it down on the lower setting right here, I get just this. There's no extra things sticking out like you have in the Bowflex because the entire thing's still sticking out there. It's just the weight you're actually pulling for now. This is actually really interesting how these work. So if I'm going to grab this, you guys can see this a little bit better. If I'm taking this, when I twist this handle, it doesn't twist while it's out. It only twists while it's in here. There's a little tab on both sides that goes through this hole and allows twisting. So while I'm working out with this handle's locked in place. You can't move it at all. These discs, however, these weights that are inside of here are all just milled discs, and they have this little device on top that slides into the next one on the road, which prevents it from going side to side. If you'll notice, in the middle of this, I don't know if you can see this very well, but there's no grooves or anything. It's just a flat disc. And so at first, I was curious how this was attaching to it, because I was kind of worried about it falling on my head. Since if you look at this one, I've got some weight on it. Let me put 15 pounds on it and pull this out. You can just see that little metal thing right there, but there's nothing for it to attach to. So I was like, how is this not falling on my head? It's because it's latching into the disc behind it, and then this thing is just going out one click each time you move it. So it's just moving that bar out, so it's keeping this in place, and then this disc up top is making so it can't move side to side or come off. So it's not actually attaching to the mechanism at all. It's just attaching to the plate behind it, which is actually pretty ingenious. And these are sold as plastic, these parts right here, but they are very solid plastic, whatever they are. They're one piece. There are multiple pieces that slide into the weight. There's a cutout for it. So even if these broke, while it's all together, it'd be pretty much impossible for it to come off until you actually took it apart, and then maybe it would fall off the weight. But they're very, very solid in there, and I can move this back and forth. There's no rattling. There's no jiggling like you get sometimes with the power blocks. It's just a very solid spinning all the way through your movements and everything else like that. So let's put this back in here. I can actually show you what that mechanism looks like. Take it out, do something you're probably not supposed to normally do with these, but here you go. These 2 discs right here, put them back on here so I can get it to move, and then turn it like this. And so you can see there is the mechanism right there that goes back and forth. This is out right now. Normally there's the weight plates on here, but that's just the mechanism that's moving out as you twist the handle and moving back in, picking up more plates or leaving off plates as it goes along. And then I'll put those in afterward. But that's my quick update on these. I love these. They're pricey like most weights are, but I'd get these any day. If these broke right now, I'd buy another set. I wouldn't go to anything else. I've used, like I said, the whole flex ones, the power block varieties, a few of the off-brand versions of those, and nothing, in my opinion, beats these, especially for a home gym space to save. My gym is in a garage or have tons of space for a giant dumbbell rack, and I get all the way up to 80 pounds, which I love with this. Most of the others only go up to 40 or 50 pounds. 80 pounds really gives a lot more flexibility with what you're able to do with them. So pick these up if you haven't. They're excellent for your home gym,